Hey everybody, it's Funny here once again. Hope you're doing well today. I'm rambling with the ADDAC system, VC T-Networks. It sounds like this. Okay, 104, it's the T-Networks. I keep wanting to say ADDAC. I don't know if it's ADDAC. We're going to try not say it at all for the rest of the video, but here we go. So you'll notice I'm making some changes to how I shoot and edit this thing. What better candidate for an episode where I'm trying new things out than something straightforward? Basically, 4-voice drum module can be used for other things. Don't expect volt proactive tracking or anything like that, but you're going to recognize these sounds from classic. They refer to them as legendary drum machines here. Let's just hear it. Let's plug into the first output, and I'm just going to do 4 on the floor on one track. All 4 tracks are supposed to be the same. In reality, are they identical? I'll show you a little bit about mine in a second, but you have a frequency control. And notice it's got some slew or lag. I guess it's not, the slew would imply it's intentional, but it takes a bit, right? And that applies to CV as well. I just want to point that out quick off the rip. So if I go from the highest, and I'll talk about the macro mode in a moment, but if I go very quickly all the way down to the lowest, it takes some time. And I'll just say, if you want some raw analog juicy drums, there's the claves in there, I'm hearing. Obviously there's a lot of processing that should be done down the line, but like the goods are in there. So right now I'm just sending 4 on the floor on the trigger 1 input that you're listening to. I'll note that there is a gate to trigger converter on board. So whatever you throw at it, I assume the rising edge is just going to trigger it. That's okay. We are just sending 4 on the floor. But then you get this macro control as well, and despite the slashes implying it side to side, it goes top to bottom. So the top is the highest, middle. I'll just leave the frequency knob alone for a moment. And then bottom is highest. Okay, I guess it's kind of backwards in my mind. That's okay. I wonder if this was sold as a kit, so I wonder if this one was from a kit and they put it on backwards. I'm not sure. Anyway, saying that, I wonder if there's other reasons I'll get to in a moment. But here's the medium again. Low, which is at the top for some reason. Medium. Again, hear that slew, right? It like takes time. I shouldn't say slew because it's just takes time to adjust. And I don't know why, but that pleases me. This pleases the tafony, and I don't know why. So high, medium, low. Those are the sounds of the T-Networks. Now, if we go over here into the mix output, you get a sum mixer of all of them, and it has its own mix knob. And when I saw this, I was like, I wonder what the mix knob is, but it's basically just like an end of some VCA, so you can turn down all of them at once with the use of one knob. It is center detented, just like these attenuverters on the other side are. And let's send multiple things to it. Here comes sequence to all 4. And I love how this sounds. I know. So I'm just going to try and get some spread across all of them, right? We want, I'm not using the low on any of them, so let's just do that for that track. They're all very sinusoidal, at least from the oscilloscope, but like there's like some transient, some like poppiness, clickiness that I really like too, especially in the higher ones. So if we mute, we'll just go down to this last one on the 4th track. Let's bring them all in again. This is pretty well completely unprocessed. I've even bypassed my loudness normalization just so you can hear the raw analogness of it. And I want to show you the, so the other thing, per channel you get CV inputs, so let's throw random at the first frequency. And then you get a attenuverter, and even at the middle you have some going on, but if I want to send my CV to be negative, in isolation, obviously this sounds super weird, but if we send it positive, again, note that it takes some time. It's stuck in the low territory, and that takes some time for that frequency to catch up to it, right? Bring in our other tracks. And I want to point out, I love these sounds. And I'll talk about, we'll spice it up even further in a moment. No, even in isolation, I just feel like there's so much potential here. So I don't think these CV inputs cascades. I wish they did. Like, it'd be cool to send one CV source to all of them and have them attenuate elsewhere, but at least the manual doesn't say that, and it doesn't sound like that's happening right now. So we'll take that out. What happens if we, send an LFO? So let's find one. Sorry, the iPad is in the way today. In comes a triangle wave. And I'm always hesitant to demonstrate modulation on the show because modulation possibilities are endless, and it just opens this window into being like, well, you didn't demonstrate this. But I think we better do a little bit of that today. So here comes multi-mod into the 3rd channel now. 3rd channel put in the middle too. I feel like if you're going to do lots of modulation, you want to kind of put it into a range where it's not going to get out of audio territory or super loud. So if we mute channel 2 and 4, LFO going into channel 3, let's bring the attenuator up so we can get that modulation. Let's go direct in. Okay, let's bring them all in now. So we got triangle going into the first one. So let's see here, climbing and descending. Second one is just straight up a low. Again, these jacks are backwards of what I'm expecting, but we can noodle with the frequency a little bit. Mute track 1. Here's just track 2. Track 3. So this one is getting our slow random mod from the multi-mod. There's a little, it'll do kicks, right? Like there's just like analog rawness, And here comes track 4. Now they're all the same voice, just at different pitches basically, and sequenced differently, but like get this fun sort of, I want to say syncopated, but it's not because they're all just stacked, but like you get this, So let's pause that, and I want to point something out to you now. Listen. I'm going to mute me, you just listen. So I was cranking it up there, but it does have a lot of noise, and I don't know if it's like self-oscillating or what is going on, because it's like pitch noise, right? And it's moving with it, which is super bizarre. And again, I was just looking this up. I had no idea they actually sold kits, but they do in fact sell kits. So I wonder if this was a kit, and I wonder if the original builder had some trouble. Is that the word? Or if something's not connected and bleeding, I don't know. But then when you get into certain frequencies that aren't as high, maybe it's just leaving the I don't know, territory to self-oscillate. I don't know. It just sounds like filter to me, so I don't even. Anyway, it's noisy. Mine's noisy. Would yours be? I have no idea. Saying that, I am unlikely to use it in isolation, but you can hear. It's got some noise, and on your rack I have noise elsewhere, but something's going on. All right, here comes our sequence. Let's try some different effects. Let's try and process a little bit. Here's a little reverb. Shorter tail. Compressor. I might not want to do that because I'm going to get a whole bunch of noise, but that's okay. In comes our other triggers. Notice that I think because of that envelope to gate, or because of that trigger to envelope converter, that plugging jacks in sometimes will cause it to trigger. Filter up. Let's add some distortion. Yeah, that's a lot of noise, man. Distortion off. Volume up. Yeah. But if we stay in decent ranges, right? Let's CV that one again. It's not too bad. Got data bender coming in now. And then let's do some context stuff. 4 on the floor coming in from elsewhere. This is the auto boom. Maybe Bohm can lay 4 on the floor, and then I'll do some tom stuff in the other, in its absence. Go to the mix input now. Yeah. Bring in a little LFO on the 4th input. Oh, that noise is killing me now. Like I can't distort it because all I hear is noise. I mean, if you want. I love industrial, but this is sounding like you're in the machine, and the machine is running. Let's give it some range. That's data bender. Oh, I do really like how it sounds, though. Just like some vintage flair. I don't know. Yeah. Take my kick out, and then we'll jam this one out together. So, Tafony, thanks so much for bearing with me for a little bit of change up in the video here today. Take care, like, comment, subscribe, do all that good stuff, and I'll see you in the next video.